What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Afflicted Venom here, and today I am going to talk about the time about how me and my friend hung out at the nastiest apartment. So, for context, my friend was in town. He texted me saying, "Hey, dude, I'm in town. I live here. Why don't we hang out?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not? I have nothing else better to do." So I decided, you know what, I'm going to drive down there and see what's up. And during the time, this was during the global event of 2020. I don't know if I can actually say the name of it because of YouTube and stuff, but yeah, I'm going to just address it as that. And plus, there were also other things going on during that year too, which just culminated in a crap ton of stress for other people. But anyways, back to the main story. So my friend told me that this place is kind of a shithole. He just wanted to be blunt with me. And he was also living with another person as well. So there's like three people. The main tenant, you know, the guy that messed up the house, my friend, and the other dude. Just, you know, I'm just trying to assign people so everything makes sense. So before we can even get into the apartment itself, just the back porch was just littered with garbage. It pretty much accumulated to the top of the ceiling, it seemed like. And it was just so unreal. Just, oh my god, dude. Bro. How can you even manage to do that? Oh, man. So, anyways, we actually entered the apartment, and it's not even that much better. You know, the kitchen's a mess. The sink's cluttered with dishes. The inside of the fridge was just nasty. You know, something out of a horror movie almost out of Resident Evil 7, if you guys ever played that game. We walk into the living room, still same thing. Bits of garbage everywhere. Stains on the carpet, holes in the wall. And my friend even told me that the main tenant, when he was drunk, fell out of the window. So they had to board up the window, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, what a disaster. What an absolute disaster. So yeah, anyways, living room, stains on the carpet, bits of garbage everywhere, holes in the wall, just filth everywhere, just absolute filth and just nastiness, bro. We go into the bedroom, not much better. The mattress in there, not in the best shape, just stuff cluttered everywhere. Again, filth was in most of the parts of the room. But that's not the worst part. That's not the worst part of this apartment, because we go into the bathroom, you know, just check everything out, and the bathroom wasn't spared at all. Again, clutter, filth. And I recall, this is the most eye-opening thing. This is what really grabbed my attention about this bathroom. There was like this black spot in the middle of the bathroom or near the toilet, whatever. And I'm just like, oh my god, I can once again see the mold creature from Resident Evil 7 just rising up from that spot just to attack your ass. For real, that's what this house seemed like. It seemed like the Bakersfield or the family from Resident Evil 7. Just filth and accumulation of clutter is just around the household. And I even heard one time the main tenant, you know, I guess he didn't have a litter box, so he dumped the cat litter on the floor to let the cat pretty much piss and shit on it because he's such a lazy fuck. And we were even told, yeah, it's not even worth going into the basement either. And I think the basement was where the bathroom was. Like, to get into the basement, you have to pretty much go through that nasty bathroom, which, in my opinion, not worth it. Not worth the mysterious new unknown diseases you can catch from being in that fucking slop hole. So, yeah, anyways, that's not the end of the story, though, right? The main tenant pretty much took advantage of my friend and the other guy, because my friend and the other guy were pretty much homeless at that time. and they needed a place to stay. And I don't remember how the other guy, my friend, and the main tenant pretty much met. But all I do know is the main tenant pretty much screwed them over on their money. The main tenant was like, hey guys, can you help me with rent and stuff? And surely they gave him money to help with rent. But it turns out he did something other than to put money towards that rent, and pretty much bought alcohol instead, which is a really scumbag move. And later on, a little bit down the road, when the main tenant would pass out from being drunk, me and my friend would just like dump random liquids like dish soap, mustard, beer, ketchup, and all that on him. Because screw it, you're gonna fuck my friend over and fuck the other guy over to pay rent for, living in a dump. Man, for real, they could have, at least went to a motel hotel and lived in a bit better of an environment. But, this was during the main event, so things were kind of up in the air for that. And then later down the road, the main tenant got pretty much an eviction notice saying that he's getting evicted because he's being noisy. And I could believe it, because the main tenant, my friend would record him on Snapchat. He's pretty much yelling, screaming, arguing with them. Well, no duh. No wonder you're getting evicted, dude. And you should get evicted also because you treat your place like a garbage dump. Just disgusting. It's just nasty, bro. What I want to mention too is the main tenant pretty much worked at a fast food joint. So if you didn't know this guy lived like this, you would walk into the establishment and you would think, oh man, okay, this guy made my food. It tastes good. I didn't get sick, surprisingly. Yeah, I didn't get sick from this guy. He made my food well. But what if someone gave that patron the opportunity to see that guy's house? Okay, sure, why not? He sees the house. Oh my god, this guy made my food and he treats his place like this? Just, ugh. That would make anyone feel sick. That would make anyone feel just absolutely sick. Anyways, though, I think this was during the last few days the main tenant would be living there. And he's talking to some people how he's getting evicted. And one of the people were like, yeah, the last day of the tenant's day to, pretty much live there, he has to be out on that day. And the main tenant was even saying, yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to take everything with me. And I'm assuming, does that include the fucking trash that you've accumulated? Oh my god. So yeah, anyways, I'm even wondering now, how long did it take to clean that nasty trash hole up? You know what I mean? How long did it take? Oh my god, that must have been a nightmare having to I assume they had to replace the carpet, patch up the holes in the wall. I don't know if someone like punched the shit out of the walls or whatever. I don't know if it was him or someone else. I don't know. I do not know whatsoever. But oh my god, bro. I wish I could unsee what I have seen from that place. And I know damn well if I had that place, I wouldn't have trashed it. Put it in such neglect to where other people have to clean up my mess. So anyways, guys, I hope you liked this video. I wanted to give you a new style of video. And let me know if you want more story time videos. I may have some stories that I may dish out there, here and there. But anyways, like, subscribe, comment, favorite, like, unlike my video, dislike my video if you want. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.